My name is Sasana.
My name is Tasha.
And we're similar
But not the same.
Today we are doing another episode of Transcendent and we are doing Reformer Pilates.
Very nervous, still alive, but looking forward to it. Very excited. The girlies love Pilates, okay? And we just wanted to find out what it is about it that everyone loves. I've seen videos on TikTok where grown men try it out and they are shaking.
Oh my gosh.
They are shaking, but we said no, let's try it out. Let's break barriers. Why not?
So before we head out, the set that we're wearing today is from Zulu Zenith. Zulu Zenith. I'm already sweating, like Zeniths. I'm currently wearing a size XL. I'm definitely not a size XL. Me. So the set itself has got a lot of stretch in it. This is the biggest size they have, unfortunately, but they do seem like they have intentions of getting a plus size range in some of their items, so that's exciting. This top is a double XL.
I am wearing small bottom and top. I must say the top has like a very snug fit to it, like especially here, like it keeps everything tight. So chances are you might not want to wear like a padded bra with it, with like the wires, because it might be a bit too uncomfortable. But other than that, like it keeps everything.
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go.
And we are here at Coco Pilates with our amazing instructor, Clarissa.
Hello. Thank you so much for having us today.
It's a pleasure.
We really appreciate the time. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. So I think I've been seeing a lot of content of grown men basically crying on Reformer Pilates. So I think my first question is, what actually is Reformer Pilates, and what's the difference between Reformer Pilates and the mat Pilates that we know?
Yes. Yeah. All right. So Reformer Pilates takes place on a big piece of equipment that is set up with springs that gives you resistance in your training. It also acts as a closed chain of connection when you do your exercise, your Pilates. Whereas on the mat, because you are free and your legs and your arms are moving more freely on the mat, that's an open chain of connection. Okay, so the difference between the closed chain and the open chain, in a closed chain of connection, you get more stability and support and guidance with the equipment, whereas in an open chain, it's actually harder because then you have to use your own control and your own proprioception and things like that to make sure that your alignment is correct. So people often think that Reformer Pilates is so hard and like mat is the easy one, but it's actually not true. So mat Pilates is actually really difficult. What has happened over the years is that we've broken down some of the more challenging mat exercises into smaller steps so that it's more accessible to everybody. But when Pilates was just started, Joseph Pilates, who is the founder of Pilates, he actually designed the Reformer to equip people to be strong enough so that they could do the full mat repertoire.
Oh wow!
Yes.
This is actually beginner level.
Actually, so it's like
Some foundation.
Okay.
But over the years it has gotten more difficult.
Alright, let's start.
Okay, so this is the Reformer. This part over here is the carriage, and as you can see, the carriage can slide up and down like that. So at the moment, it's a free movement because I don't have any of the springs attached. But as soon as I attach the spring, then you get resistance. So you can see how the carriage now is pulled back in. Okay. So the springs add the resistance to the movement, giving you that push and pull effect. Okay. The Reformer, by the way, is also very good for rehabilitation work. So anyone that has injuries, back injuries, knee injuries, neck, shoulder, because we're working with the resistance on the reformer, it's very good for rehab. Okay. Okay. Then on this end here, we have ropes. And there's 2 sets of loops, small loops and big loops. For your arms, we're going to work with the small loops. Yep, that's good. And then you can see the ropes also move the carriage. Okay, we're going to do simple, nice things like that. And then I'll surprise you with the big loops once you're lying down.
Okay.
Okay, so your head's going to go on that side, and your shoulders in front of the shoulder rest here. Okay, so now there's always a prop or something to make sure that you are comfortable. Okay, I want to just lift your leg up, slide it, put your head down. Does that feel better?
Yes.
Okay, and you're feeling okay there? Okay, so now let's just start by rolling your legs from side to side. Your arms can be nice and relaxed next to your side. So the first couple of classes in Pilates are always, I focus on releasing the body and helping the client to feel comfortable and confident. And start to just acknowledge or like get to know the exercises and get to know your body a bit. Because it's actually crazy how many people are so disconnected to their body. It's like their mind and their body are 2 completely different things. And that's what we try to do with Pilates. We try to merge mind and body and finding that relaxation with strength. Alright, so now you can bring your legs back to center. We're going to start off working on your heels. So I want you to bring the center of your heel onto the bar. Sit. Good. And now pushing the legs out straight, your carriage will move that way. So you're going to just straighten the legs all the way out. Good. And now bend your knees and come all the way back in. Good. And let's go again. Stretching the legs out. That's it. And bend your knees in. Okay, now let's add breathing. I want you to breathe in when you stretch your legs. And breathe out when you bend your knees. And again, breathing in when you stretch. And breathing out to bend. Let's do one more of these. So if you bend your knee for me. Okay. And we're just going to keep that knee directly over the hip. Put it slightly out. Good. And now let's do 6 bends and stretch with the leg that's still on the bar. So breathing in to come down and breathing out to stretch. That's it. Good. And again, breathing in to come down and breathing out to stretch. So I've switched around the breathing now. In to come down, out to stretch. Can you feel both legs are working?
Yes.
Not just the one that's actually pushing. That one also has to stay there. And there, bring the foot back onto the bar. Now let's slide onto your toes. So bring your foot down. That's it. Good. So you're like a little bird sitting on the branch. And we're going to go into calf raises. So keep your legs straight. Pull your heels down under the bar, as deep down under the bar as you can. And then push up onto your tippy toes. That's it. And breathe in to push down. And breathe out to push up. That's it. And let's keep going. Breathe in to go down. And breathe out to push up. And keep moving down. Can you feel the warmth in your calves?
Yes.
So I'll tell you an interesting fact about calves so that it distracts you from the work. The calves are considered a second heart in the body.
Oh, what?
Because when your blood circulates down to your feet, it's a very far distance away from your heart to pump the blood back up.
Oh.
So the movement of the calves helps to pump your blood back up towards your heart.
Okay. Clarissa, what can a person expect? I mean, I think this is great because this is a private class.
Yes.
But like when a person has joined a group class, how are their levels of differences managed?
So, a lot of studios have different level classes. So beginner classes, intermediate classes, advanced classes. I don't do that.
Okay.
So my suggestion for beginner people is we offer a beginner's workshop to come and join the beginner's workshop. If you feel after that you still need a little bit more extra help, then booking a private session or a semi-private like this, like a couple. For clients that have injury that needs to work on more rehabilitation work, those clients I always recommend to start with private lessons. Okay. But the reason why I haven't separated into different levels at the studio is because I don't like that whole thing of like, oh, you're good, you're bad, you're old, you're young, you're male, you're female. So I try to keep the classes all inclusive. And I'm sure your cards are dying, so you have both wait, because I can talk. Okay, roll your legs from side to side. So the way that we manage it in the class is all the teachers at the studio are trained to teach different levels in the same class. So you can have a beginner person and a more advanced person in the same class, but work on different resistance or different levels of the same exercise. And that way, you know, it just helps everybody feel more together. And it makes the people that are more beginner feel like inspired to want to do what the more advanced people are. And sometimes we throw a curveball at the advanced people and we make them do beginner work again. And they're like, oh my god, I forgot how hard it is just to do the basics. Stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Okay, so when we work with the ropes, I want you to okay, first of all, let's straighten the arms, hands right above your shoulders. Stand up, just bend your knees a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now imagine you have an ice cream stick here on your wrist. So you don't want to break your ice cream stick because then you'll get a splinter and that's going to be ouchy. So you want to keep that nice and straight. And then you want to feel like you've got energy coming out of your fingertips, like sequins, glitter, rainbow sparkles, whatever it is, channel your energy out there. Okay, now we're going to lift your legs up. So take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, lift your right leg up into that 90-degree position that we practiced earlier. Okay, take another nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, lift your other leg up into your 90-degree position and hold it there. Okay. Now can you feel that this already, just getting into the starting position, is challenging your whole body? Okay, let's draw your arms down next to your side and breathe in when your arms come down, all the way down next to your lungs. And now you're going to breathe out and bring your arms up towards the ceiling, hands all the way above your shoulders. Good. And again, breathe in to bring your arms down, all the way down next to your bum.
I'm already shaking.
And breathe out, bring your arms up towards the shoulders. Good. And let's do another 4 of these. Breathing in to come down. Good. And breathe out to lift up. Okay, where did you feel that?
My glutes. I felt it everywhere.
Like, that you tighten your core.
Isn't that the surprise? That you haven't even done a curl up or a crunch or anything like that, and you've already worked your core muscles. Now we're going to go smaller and slower. So with your curl up, you're going to have your bands there and you're lying down, and you're going to reach up and just lift up your chest and look towards your thighs. So the aim here is to maintain that 90 degree angles that you've got there. Okay, and that way we are working correctly into the abdominal muscles. Okay.
Oh my word.
Okay, right. Are you ready? So bend your knees, so you've got a bit of tension in your ribs.
I was wondering why it was so easy.
That's it. Okay, so arms spread up. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out, and let's come up into your curl up and breathing out. That's it. Beautiful. Now breathe in and lower down and bring your arms up to the ceiling. And again, breathing out and curl up. Breathing in to lower down and push. That's it. And again, breathing out and lift. You guys are such naturals.
I'm shaking so much.
my core.
Breathing out. can you feel how gentle the movement is? It's not aggressive, it's not
Yeah,
violent. You're not hurting yourself, you're using the right muscles in the right way. Okay, so when we move, your tailbone can't lift up.
Okay.
So we're going to lift your legs up towards, and I call it 90 degrees, but we all have a different 90. Your 90 is where your tailbone is still down. So about there, perfect, good. And then you're going to bring your legs back down towards 45 degrees. And let's bring the legs back up, breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. So we take nice deep breaths in and then breathe out to lift up. So I'm giving you extra breathing steps today.
Thank you.
Breathe in and breathe out. I'm going to let you go, keep your legs together. And keep going while I'm talking. So, you can feel there's that zzz.
Yeah.
Okay, that's called tremoring. Okay, so tremoring is the body's natural response to release stress and trauma. And trauma can be anything from coming here today, being slightly late, not really knowing where to go, not knowing who you're meeting, and being scared because you've never been on the reformer before. That is a mild case of trauma. But trauma can also be being in a car accident or being hijacked or something like that. So there is a therapy called trauma release therapy, where you actually go and the therapist facilitates your body to go into a state of tremoring, which is what your body is doing now.
Hey, I am so traumatized. I had no idea.
And that helps the body to release, because in your nervous system, that trauma gets built up and stored up, and we don't, as a modern civilization, have a way of releasing it. And see, I'm a geek about these things. I talk too much.
Please, educate us.
So in nature, if you see like a little springbok running and the lion chases the springbok, and luckily the springbok jumps over the river and gets away from the lion, and the lion goes that way and the springbok that way, the springbok goes and lies under the tree and it will like fall over on its side and it will just shake.
Okay.
So that's the animal's way
Of
releasing that stress and all the what do you call it again, man? Yeah, it's like when you go into fight or flight.
Oh yeah.
But also there's a name for it. Anyway, I'll get to it. But to release that out of its system.
That hormone, that
Yes.
adrenaline.
There we go. To release the adrenaline out of the system. Now, I think it would be a little bit weird if we walk around and then suddenly go for coffee and sit down and just be like,
Yeah.
but that's why when you feel tremoring while you're doing exercise, never feel that you're weak or never feel ashamed to actually let it happen.
Okay.
Because it's good for your body.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to guide you into circle salon. So you're going to bring your legs down. Now we're going to open the legs and circle them around and back together. And breathing out. And breathing in. Good. Okay, breathing out. Just bring your legs straight. That's it. So now you're going to discover that you've got inner thigh muscles.
Do I have the
Together.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. And then now open.
Oh my gosh. And then lift up. context though, Susana is going to be standing on, what is this?
A balancing block.
A balancing block while we're discussing things. Why? Because I'm joking. She had technical difficulties, and while I was doing circles and dying, she wasn't. So it's her turn. I'm being punished.
Okay, so I want you to come and stand on the block.
Okay.
So let's put it like that. So put both feet there. Okay, so balance is really important for us at any age. So now the best way to try and find your balance is to find a spot in front of you to focus on. Okay, and then I'll be here for you to hold on to my leg. And then lift up one leg. And
Okay, but it feels like jelly.
it does feel like jelly. It's a foam block, and it's designed to make your life as difficult as possible. Okay, and there we go. So what's happening while you're balancing, I'm sorry, I know I'm talking way too much again now, is that you think you're doing a simple, I'm standing on one leg, but your ankle is working, your knees are working, your thighs are working, your hips are working, your core is working, your chest, your shoulders, your back, everything is working. So you are doing a full body exercise right there by just standing on this one block.
I'm not doing it though. I'm shaking so much.
You're supposed to remember we were told you're releasing all that tension, all the stress.
Okay, so now let's put that foot down and let's just balance you out on the other side. And a nice little tip for practicing balance at home. Balance from that is you brush your teeth in the morning, you brush your teeth at night.
Okay.
So in the morning, you stand on one leg and brush your teeth. In the evening, you stand on the other leg, use the other hand and brush your teeth. Okay. And that way it works, you automatically build it into your daily routine.
And over time, we just
And now you can rest.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, this is actually
Take
scary.
this out of the way.
It feels like I was standing on actual jelly. It's going like
unstable.
No stability at
But
all.
now just try it quickly on the solid ground, and you'll see how easy it is. Okay. So it doesn't mean your balance is bad. You've got really good balance, but the block challenges that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks for the mini punishments.
So that was Reformers Pilates. Guys, wow. Just
You guys did so well.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Like
Thank you so
you're
much.
perfect students.
You're a perfect instructor. You're amazing and really 10 out of 10 enjoyed that.
Good.
So, can you please let our people know where we can find you? Where we can find Coco Pilates?
Okay, so if you Google Coco Pilates Santon, we should pop up. But if you want a direct channel to find us, I want you to go to www.cocopilates.co.za.
Nice.
And all the information is on there, our contact numbers are on there, the schedule is on there, our price list. We have a helpline WhatsApp number on there. So if you have any questions, WhatsApp us. It's a real person that handles the WhatsApp line. So sometimes if the response time is a little bit longer, just bear with us, but we will get back. We try to be very responsive to any requests and all our clients.
All right, thank you. We can attest they're very responsive. When we contacted them, it was an easy process.
Yay.
Thank you so much. I had
Pleasure.
so much fun today. I really understand why people get addicted to Reformer Pilates. It's not easy. It's gentle. And I thought that it was not going to be that. I thought it was going to be like very intense on the body. You know, when you go to the gym and you can feel that you're doing the most. When I watch videos, it looks like that. But on here,
It's a build up, like I said. Like we work with building blocks. So today was a very gentle introduction for you guys. Didn't want to scare you away in the first class, but if I see you guys again, we will add on. And then every class you add on a little bit until your body feels like, oh, I don't even realize that I can do all of this. And it becomes effortless, but with the appropriate amount of effort.
Okay, no, that's
Okay.
I'm excited. That's good. Thank you so much. That brings us to the end of our session. We'll catch you guys at home.
And we're home. Just a young, what's it called? Recap and a debrief.
Yes.
Yeah. Of how it felt and how it was. Honestly, I think our instructor made it that much more enjoyable.
Yes. I was gonna say I think it was short. Like it was short for us. Obviously, in like a longer session, it'll be more focused and I think burn a whole lot more. But it was so nice. It was so nice. I think for me, it took the fear out of it, like completely. And I was like, oh, okay, no, this is actually really doable. It's very much doable and enjoyable as well, and peaceful. Surprisingly peaceful. It was very nice. I enjoyed it. Shame. I think difficulty. If I were to rate it, difficulty, I'd rate it a 5, right?
But that's just off of today. And
That's
today
just
was the beginning.
yes. That's just off of. But here's my thing, right? Your level of difficulty will go up as you go in. But to start out, I'm rating it a 5 because it's not something that I think anyone should be afraid of trying or doing.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not an activity where you can feel just how difficult it becomes. It's just your body. Yes, you'll shake, you'll feel the burn, all of that, which is normal to any type of workout. But it's not I'm racking my brain or I have to mentally prepare myself a whole lot in order for me to do certain things. You'll just be able to do it. So that's why I'm saying difficulty is, I could even say a 4, right? It'll get more difficult the more advanced you get, but for a beginner, difficulty definitely a 4. Fun, I'd rate it an 8, right? I'm rating it an 8 because it's not like an exciting type of fun, right? But it's really enjoyable. So I think in terms of comfort and peace, I definitely rated a 10. So it's a very different type of activity.
Yeah, very different. It's also very different from like the pole dance. Like, but both they're both exercises.
Yes.
Like you're both ways you're working out, but depending on what you're looking for, what you're trying to do, how you can do both. Like doing both would be a perfect balance in my opinion.
So I love it. So the experience itself was definitely a 10 out of 10.
Amazing.
10 out of 10 experience.
I would recommend this to anyone. Literally any and everyone. You need to experience it at least once.
No matter your age.
Yeah, no matter your age.
No matter your age, it's a great activity. It's really nice.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's it from us. We really hope you enjoyed it. Go tell a friend to tell a friend. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification button. Come on, join the club. Like and comment.
Comment on the video.
Let us know what you think. Don't be shy.
Right? Also, what do you think of our set? It did amazing. My tights, okay, I usually wear tights and in the first workout, they are underneath my stomach. This one has been sitting up here the whole time. The top was rolling up a bit. That's my discomfort, but very secure. And very breathable. All the sweating I did has dried up already, and I sweat a bit. I sweat quite a bit, and it's absorbed all my sweat. So love it, actually love it. I just need them to give us more sizes, and I think it'll be a great brand, a go-to brand actually.
Yeah, but they're on their way. They're still starting up, but they're headed there. So yeah, just let us know what you think, guys. Thank you. See you later, lovelies.